This thing on. Test, test, test. Should be on. Hey guys, Jello the Green. As you can see, I have returned. Back at it again. You probably can tell, or you probably can't tell. This isn't a after. This isn't really after I've played the game. This is more of just me playing as I'm talking because I don't feel like recording as I'm. I don't feel like recording after I've played because I have. This is more of a spur of the moment thing, so I haven't been super prepared. So I've just decided to do this recording while I'm playing. At least this time. This won't be a regular thing, just because it's a bit hard to focus on commentary while you're playing a game. So when I'm in my free time while I'm playing games, I'll just record something for me to talk over. Well, this time I'll have to deal with it with my decisions. So I might get a little distracted here and there, but it'll be alright. We can deal with it. This is more of a... not like a state of the... I wouldn't call it a state of the union, but more like a state of my channel. More specifically, my YouTube channel. Because I know that you guys probably noticed, I definitely noticed, that what I put on my YouTube hasn't been super consistent. It's like, oh yeah, let's play stuff, and then it's like, oh yeah, then it's me just talking about other stuff. And then other times it'll just be dark, and it's just like, nothing's going on. And I do want to run my YouTube at the same time with my Twitch. I do want to do it at the same time. But but while I'm doing that, it's just that I have a lot going on at the same time. Like, I'm doing work, and then I'm helping out around the house with Check My Brothers, which, if you guys follow twitch.tv/JellyGreen, you probably hear them in the background from time to time. Like to burst in and say their 2 cents on whatever's going on when they pass by and they hear me. So that's great. Totally not annoying at all. But then I'm also working on Cosmic Connections. If you don't know Cosmic Connections, check it out. It's Kid Ghost all over on YouTube. We got a whole playlist going on over there. But totally be not plugging. But I'm doing CC, doing work, I'm helping out around the house, and I have some other independent projects that I'm working on, doing stuff with Minecraft with friends, and then when I have my free time, I kind of just take it. I kind of take my free time so I can relax when I'm not doing other stuff. It's not like I'm like, oh, it's too much work for me. Because I do this to myself. If I don't give myself work, then I'm just like, dang, I'm not doing anything. And I have no idea what to do with that free time if I don't have something to do. Like, if I'm a pending project to do, I have no idea what to do at that time. So that's what those projects are for, to help me fill up my time. But that's not the point. We'll talk about how I deal with time later, because I'll try to stay on topic, because I'm prone to rant. But this is more just to address what I'll try to use my channel going forward. Because I do want to use this as I want to use this just to try and promote my Twitch and just have a place where I can be a bit more real with you guys. Because on my Twitch is, it's all fun and games, and I'm just like, yep, I am just gonna try to be as entertaining as I possibly can, and keep the gameplay and good vibes flowing. But you can only do so much of that, and I'm not the most open person, just because that's how I am mostly. I'm a very, not saying recluse, I wouldn't call it that. It's more as I'm a more private person. Like, stuff in my real life, I don't really talk about that going on. Like, even people ask explicitly, I'll give them like a vague detail of it, and that's about it. Like, I don't really dwell on what's going on with me, because I'm not sure if I said this in a video before, but I've said it multiple times to friends on stream and on friend streams. When I turn off my stream, I'd be happy just going back to being just me, just a regular person, and not being like this famous celebrity. Because as much as I want to get to the level of other creators, whereas like, yeah, people like sure, I'm like recognizable isn't really what I want to go for. It's more just I want to be able to be someone who can provide entertainment. Because entertaining people has just been my, well, I wouldn't say, no, I guess it would be like a passion, but I don't know. I guess it's like, it's similar to a passion, but I wouldn't call it that. It's like, oh, it's my passion, it's what I live for, because it's what I live for, because it's like, like, I like it, it's really fun to do, I like entertaining people, but I wouldn't call it like a passion, you know? It's like, like you really enjoy, like, say you really enjoy, like, a drink, but you really call, like, you know, what you live for. Like, oh, I die for this drink. I'm like, I don't know about that. But I really do enjoy, you know, entertaining people. Like, streaming is one way that I've just been inspired to do that, to entertain people, because I see people on Twitch and on YouTube, like, oh, I do stuff on Twitch and YouTube all the time. I'm like, I want to get to that level to where I can just mess around on stream with a bunch of people and have fun. That just seems like a lot of fun to do. Because, like, people, I'll give you guys the people I draw inspiration from, like, Doug, if you ever watched Doug, RT Game, people like that. Like, I draw inspiration from those guys, or those type of YouTubers, but, like, just saying specific ones, those guys in particular. They have the vibe when I go up. Just a lot of, I want to get, like, a very, I want this one, my stream, to have, like, a very fun vibe, or Astral Smith, that's another guy I draw inspiration from. I wanted to just have fun in the streams. I wanted it to be, like, a lot of fun. People just come, hang out, mess around. We get into something crazy, or just freaking something goes off the walls for, like, a few hours, and then we just turn the stream off, go back to what we were doing beforehand, before stream started, just to get a bit of a de-stressor. You know? That's kind of what I want my streams to be. That's the vibe I want to give off of my stream. And sometimes I feel like I don't give that, but it's more of just like, I don't know. I think it's more of just kind of the attitude I have when I stream. Just because if I give off a certain attitude I want people to emulate, then it's just, I just have to put in what I want back, pretty much. But that's not my entire fight. Like, I can't, like, obviously, like, oh, I can't beat them, but it's not like, oh, I can't be as big as them. It's more just like, I can't be them. Like, I can't be that person. I am me, so I have my own style of doing stuff. As much as I want to get that same result as they do, it's not really gonna happen. But I do want to get something similar. I want to get to, like, my own, I want to go to the sound of the beat of my own drum, but just, I want to have my beat similar to theirs, you know? Just so it's something I can be proud of, I guess. Like, oh shit, I know you can do that. It's gonna be something similar, because when you watch your videos, like as a creator, at least I'm not sure if I heard this when I was talking to my friend Ghost, or I was watching a video, but when you're a creator, like, if you can't enjoy your own videos, then, like, you're not doing something right. Like, you need to be able to enjoy your own content. And, like, more recently I've been able to enjoy my own content, because, like, my older stuff, I just, like, wasn't able to enjoy it, because, like, you go back on my channel, it's, like, a lot of old stuff. Like, me and Dan, like, I was able to enjoy some of that. Like, me and Dan just kind of messing around, but, like, some videos I couldn't enjoy, like, our Mind Night video, I couldn't enjoy that, because, one, the quality was, like, not good, and it was really just, the audio was bad, and there was a lot of other stuff I just didn't like when I recorded that. So it was just that, but, like, me and Dan, or me and, like, these friends screwing around, that's the vibe I do. Like, that's the vibe I give off. Like, the vibe when you get when you watch those, like, go back and watch those videos. Like, just go watch the video, like, I think it's, like, Attack of the Sith Lords, I think is what it's called, when me and Dan playing Clone Drone. Just us doing 2v2s, or not 2v2, 1v1s in Clone Drone. Just go watch those videos. That's the vibe that, like, that's the peak vibe I give off, and that's the vibe I enjoy watching. Like, I want to give off I want to put out content and stuff that I would watch. Because you know, I was watching this YouTuber Pop Cross Studios earlier today, and he's like, you know, he's incorporated all these different art styles into his art because he started animation. He wanted to get better at his art, so he incorporated all his other styles into his art. He's like, for artists, be your own biggest fan of your art. I'm like, you know what? That's a good way to look at it. Like, some people might take it as narcissism, but it really isn't. Because if you can't enjoy what you do, and you can't enjoy how you put it out, then like, what's the point? Because if you can't enjoy the stuff you do, like, yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I enjoy streaming with other people, but if you can't watch your video, I'm like, I like this, I'm so cringy, like this and that and this, well then you should probably change what you're doing. You know? You should probably change up what you're doing and change that vibe you're giving off so you get something you want, to where you're like, yeah, I'd watch this. If I saw this on my recommended, I'd watch this. Because I've been getting that more recently, like not even just that old video, just with my newer stuff. Like, you know, I watched this, but it hasn't been like the full. It hasn't been the right bit I've been looking for. And like the vibes I gave in the videos I give off, that's like more what I want to give for my stream, not for my videos. Because I'm not saying I can't do that for streaming and videos, but like I feel like that's the vibe for stream, and for my videos on YouTube, I don't think that's what I want to use my space for. I don't think I want to use the space for that. Like, you know, YouTube can be goofy and whatnot. Like, I'm fine with goofy, but I don't think that's where I want to take my YouTube channel. At least that's what I thought I wanted to when I first started with the YouTube channel, when I put off to help advertise my stream. But I don't think that's where I want to take it now. I don't think that's where I want to take it. Like, I've been watching a bunch of different content creators to where where the way they're doing their content is kind of how I want to do mine. Like, people have second channels, like or their main channel even. Like Ludwig, he'll have this channel called Mogul Mail. Really, he'll just, excuse me. Oof. If I had the burp, I didn't. Well, Mogul Mail, well, he'll just talk about different topics, and like I've only seen like one video, but like I can get the general vibe just for how the name is and how, you know, he's presenting the channel. Like he just is putting on like news and different topics he wants to talk about. This YouTuber Demigod, who I don't know if you've seen the "It Was Me" Barry, you know, those memes. He's that guy who did those videos. It was me, Barry. Like, he does, like, that's not even his main stuff. What he usually does is, like, he'll talk about different topics. And this YouTuber, Optimus, who is my main inspiration for why I want to take my channel in the direction I want to take it in, he does the same thing, but that's, like, his whole thing. Like, he's in I'm not sure what to call it. I think it's, like, the commentary side of YouTube, I guess. I guess he's a commentary YouTuber. I guess is what how I can phrase it, or is how you would phrase it. He's a commentary YouTuber. I guess that's how you take it. Yeah, but he's more on the commentary side of YouTube. And oh yeah, this other YouTuber. What's his name? I think it's Omni. Omni something. It might just be Omni, but. He does that. I think Afghans does it. I'm not sure. He's a streamer and YouTuber. I'm not sure if he does that as well. But Omni does that. Like, I wanna use my YouTube for that, just to talk about stuff. Because I was thinking over it for quite a bit. I was like, I'm not sure if I can be able to do that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to take it into that direction, because like, I don't know, this seemed like it's my vibe. But as I'm thinking that, and as I'm watching some people do this content, that I like, yeah, this would be really cool for me to do, because it's not super high maintenance and it's really fun. I did it as like a few side videos, just like, oh yeah, no, fire, like, oh yeah, Bricky also did this too. I kind of took I kind of stole the name a little bit. Fireside, Bricky has a second channel where he posts these side videos called Fireside Bricky, where he also does this type of content where he's like, yeah, I'm just going to talk about different stuff, or it's more of just like a check-in with people, or in just like talking about stuff that's going on in his life, or stuff that he thinks about, stuff that bothers him. And like, you know, I enjoy listening to that kind of stuff because just it's something to listen to while you're doing other things. Like, it's just, I don't know. I just like that form of content. It's nice to listen to. It's nice to get into other people's heads, or to not get into their heads, like just to see how their headspace is and how different people's perspective on stuff. It's really nice. So, yeah, I was thinking like, well, oh, I can't do that. And like, cause people are kind of expecting the funny, because like, I'll like, as much as I do like editing. Editing is fun, but editing is very time consuming, and I do want to edit for people, and I want to make money off editing. So like, off editing and make money off of streaming and YouTube, and I want to get my content creation career going. But I also want to get it to a point where like, it's not as tedious. Not really trying to take like an easy way out, because like talking about stuff, like stuff you want to talk about, is not really. Some people are like, oh, you just kind of take it easy out so you don't have to edit. Like, well, yes and no, because talking about stuff you want to talk about is like, you can just kind of connect with the community more, and that's kind of what I want to do, because I don't really get to do that much, because I don't know if you guys know, but I don't use social media that much. If I'm not, like, I'm always on Discord. If you're not in my Discord, I'm probably not talking to you. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't use Twitter like that. I use Twitter sometimes. Like, I'll scroll it sometimes when I'm bored. Like, I'm waiting for Imagine Dead by Daylight. I'll check Twitter every now and again. I'll send a friend a meme or two. But I don't really connect with my community via Twitter. Like, I used to put stuff out on Twitter, where I'll be like, hey, I'm streaming on Twitter and whatnot, but I just stopped doing that because I just couldn't be bothered to do that. I couldn't be bothered, like, oh yeah, because my memory is not great. My memory has been bad for years. It's not the greatest, so I couldn't be bothered to remember to get up and, but when I'm streaming, like, alright, before I'm streaming, I gotta remember to put this on Twitch, and put this on TikTok, and to let people know I'm streaming. Like, I can't be bothered, honestly. I really can't. Like, there's my Twitch, like, I'll put on my, like, there's a auto notif on Discord, and that's about it. Like, I'll put an auto on Discord, like, I'll advertise my Discord in my streams, like, hey, here's my Discord, because I check that more often than I check anything else, so you should probably join the Discord if you want to know stuff, because it's not going on my Twitter. It really isn't. I'm sorry. It's really not. It's really not going to go on my Twitter. I'm sorry if you guys check my Twitter for stuff, but I'm telling you right now, you're wasting your time. Just go in the Discord. Just go in the Discord. It's not. It's a much better place to keep up to date with stuff. Like, we'll put polls in there. Like, my Twitter notes are in there, so you get notifications from what I post up on Twitter. You get stream notifications. Like, I know Twitch does the same thing, but Twitch notifications have not been great from my experience. They are usually like slow. They'll give you like 10 minutes later. I've gotten an hour later from someone's notif. Someone was streaming, and I got it like an hour later. It's ridiculous. So yeah, just go into Discord. But I want to try and use this to connect with my community more, because again, I don't talk that much on social media, because I just haven't been one to go on it. I mean, first like, get an Instagram so I can tag you and stuff. I'm like, man, I can't be bothered. I'm sorry, I really can't be bothered. Like, I'm not a fan of Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and whatever. Like, TikTok is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with TikTok. Like, I didn't like the platform, then I started using the platform, and then I'm like, okay, it's alright. Because, like, because it never occurred to me that TikTok had, like, I can just use this. It never occurred to me that TikTok had, like, a YouTube-like algorithm. And it sounds silly, I know, but it just never occurred to me that it had, like, a YouTube-like algorithm to where, like, the more stuff you like, it'll start to narrow down what you're into, and then it'll start recommending you that stuff. I thought it was just, like, you scroll through whatever, like, the latest of what's posted, and, you know, that's what you get. And there's a lot of cringy stuff on TikTok, so I'm like, I'm not going on TikTok. I don't think I will. And then one day it's kind of downloaded, it's like, alright, well, it's not the worst. So, there's that. But I don't really post on TikTok that much. Like, I'll try my best to post up on TikTok, because you gotta put my clips on there, because I do want to pull more people over to my Twitch, like, because, you know, my main goal is to pull everyone over to my Twitch, so they can, you know, have a good time, relax, chill out, just do stupid stuff. You know, just chill out, whatever, and that's that. But for YouTube, I think I just kind of want to make it more. I wouldn't describe it as more serious, but I think the better word is like more grounded. You know, that'll make it more grounded. Cause like on stream, I'm pretty extra. I can be pretty extra, and to a point, it's not really a persona per se. Like it's not really a persona per se, cause like I can't be extra. Like if you get to know me personally, you would like you'd be able to say like, yeah, no, Jello can get pretty extra if he felt like it. He does some wild stuff. Like there's stuff I'll say with friends that I will not be able to get away with on Twitch or YouTube. I would get freaking, oh boy, I get canceled so fast. You have no idea. Nothing like, you know, racist or anything like, you know, freaking bad. But like just some stuff I like, you know. You know how you say you safe with your friends that you wouldn't say in public? You know, it's just one of those situations. There's some stuff I just wouldn't say on stream. Stuff you couldn't say in public. You say to your friends because you just hang out with your friends because you know you don't mean it. But people tear out of context, and there's people out there who really have nothing better to do than to mess with other people. So they'll just be like, Then he said this, and I'll take it out of context. Like Ats Darva, DVD streamer and YouTuber, he said something. He's something like the dance, like this is the dance of your people or something like that. And then he took out of context like he's mocking the Native American community, and like Astar was like they're like the sweetest guy you'll see, like he's like one of the nicest people that you'll see on the platform of Twitch and YouTube. And I'm like, bro, why are you guys trying to cancel this man? And he did the same thing with Scott Cawthon. Like he was trying to, he has different political views, and everyone's like, he's anti-LGBTQ, he's anti this, then because he supports Trump's party. And I'm like, bro, let him be. So what if he had a political view? He never said that he supports like freaking anti-LGBTQ or anything like that. Why are y'all just on his schmeat? Let him breathe, please. He never said any of that. Like people will just try their hardest to just take you down because they're just bored or they want attention or whatever the case. Like it's just whatever, and I don't really have time for that. And I'm gonna say this right now, even if I was put on the chopping block of cancel culture, I wouldn't really care that much. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Anyways, like Jello, how could you say that? I'm like, yeah, I did say that. I'm not apologizing for it because whatever the context was, it's just what I said. It's just how it is. I'm not apologizing for it. Because I was raised to be respectful. Like, even when I'm pissed off, I'm respectful. Like, I don't try to step on people's toes. Like, I'm like, even when, like, if you really made me upset, even when I'm at a breaking point, I still try to be respectful because, freaking, that's just how I was raised. I was raised to respect people. Like, freaking, like, I'll get into issues with my parents about whatever the case is, and I'll be respectful. And my mom told me about like a year ago, and I'll never forget it. She said, you know, you're really respectful, even when, you know, you don't agree with whatever someone's saying. You are respectful. I'm like, huh. And I didn't really notice it until she pointed it out. I just didn't, you know. It's never occurred to me. Because I don't know. I just don't think about myself too much. And not in the way like, oh yeah, no, I just don't take care of myself. That's not that. Like, it's more, I am more conscious of other people than I am of myself. Mostly. And it's not like, I don't think about how people perceive me because that's not true either. Because like in public social settings, I like, oh no, does this person, do they think I'm weird by saying this? Like, with people I don't know, I get pretty anxious, but when I know people, it's like, alright, it's whatever. And I think that's probably everybody, but, you know. It could or could not be, but I don't really have much confirmation. Say that in the you can put that in the comments. Like Jill, that's everybody, or you know, that's just people who are anxious. It could just be everybody, and I'm just being dumb. But you know. But anyways, I want to use this. That was a side tangent, and ignore that. I want to use my YouTube to just talk about different things. Because I was thinking about what I was going to talk about. Like, well, before I recorded, I was like, what am I going to talk about? So I was thinking about just making another Fireside Jello, or like, what was it called? It was something. It was like either like Fireside Jello or like Fireplace Jello, something like that. It was something along those lines. I was thinking about just making another one of those. I was like, you know what? No, I think I want to stick with this and just have this be my main thing for YouTube. I think I just want to do that. Because I've been watching a lot of these people who do this kind of content for a while now. I'm like, I want to do that. Because it's just... Because I like talking. Like, that's one thing I've gotten from my parents. I used to hate it as a kid, but now I just kind of understand it now. I just like talking. I like talking with people. And you don't get to, like, talk with you guys, per se, because it's better doing that on Twitch. But that's, you know, I told you what I use my Twitch for. That's not what my Twitch is for. Like, I can... just kind of say my 2 cents and then, you know, get my opinions out there. And I hope, this is my hope, because not everyone does this, but this is my hope, that people will respect my opinions on the comments and whatever. Because I do like to debate with people and whatnot, and I like to give my opinion on stuff. Because I don't talk about my stuff, my perspective on stuff a lot. Like I said, I'm a very private person. I like my privacy. I don't talk about me that often. So like, if you guys, you know, want to get like a better like perspective on me, or like just my opinions on something, you know, you can. This is pretty much the place to do it. This is the place to get that insight. Like, just get a better sense of me, what I would say what I stand for, but I guess it could be. How I function, so you just get a better insight into, like, my opinions on stuff. Or just to know me better as a person and just as a creator in general. And, you know, I want to be a bit more real with you guys. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, guys, I'm going to vlog my whole life on this channel. That's not happening. That's not happening ever. That's not happening. But I do want to give you guys a bit of insight on Jello the Green and a bit of perspective on me. So yeah, that's what YouTube's gonna be a bit for now. On top of that, I did want to also add other kinds of content. Like, I've been learning music theory over on my Twitch. You guys check that out. I do want to what's it called? Like talking and get my opinions and stuff, and just commentating on different events that I feel interested in, or I feel kind of weigh in on. That's one part of this channel. Is also going to be just if I feel like posting like a cover I did, because I do like Friday Night Funkin'. I haven't streamed it a bunch, but I do still like Friday Night Funkin', guys. Like, I promise. Like Friday Night Funkin' and Dead by Daylight, I still like those. Those are still games I enjoy, but it's just I had to take a step back from them, because when I did the Week of Funkin', which, if you guys were unaware of what the Week of Funkin' was, it was just me playing Friday Night Funkin' for a week. That was rough. That was really, really rough, because I was just playing it for a week straight, and I was like, bro, by Thursday, I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. I was like, I don't want to play this anymore, because like it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Because oh great, the wall. I have a friend, Kitten Shot. You can find her on Twitch and see at Kitten Shot. Give her a free plug. She did a Week of Funkin' as well. And I was like, K-Shot, you don't really want to do that because that's a lot of gaming. Like, she wanted to get better at the game. Like, yeah, you'll get better, but that's just a lot of, you know, it's just a lot. There's a lot of mental power and whatnot to play one game for a week and just committing to it. Because, like, I struggle to commit to a schedule. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but every time I'm like, yeah, I'll post this on this day every week, and I just haven't committed to it because I just suck at committing to schedules. I suck at it. And it's probably so much to get better at, but it's probably nothing's going to happen anytime soon. It's just how I function. I just don't stick with schedules. I'm not a huge... Not like I don't want to do schedules. I'm just bad at it. I'm just really bad at schedules. It's just not my jam. Like, if something really... Like... If something's like, I need to get this done, then yeah, I'll try my best to stick to it. But... Otherwise, I might just not do it. It's like I don't want to stick to my streaming schedule, but it's just like sometimes I just want to take off, and then I could just inform people in Discord like, yeah, I'm taking off, but it's just like I might take multiple days off, and I just might not feel like streaming for a bit, or I'm doing something else. And sometimes I just want to stream when I want to stream, because I said I just wanted to hang out and stuff like that. So sometimes I'll just spontaneously stream. Sometimes I'll just like, you know, I feel like streaming today. When I'm like, I'm like off day. I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna stream today. Like on this day, I'll schedule a day off. I'm like, yeah, no, I feel like I want to stream today. And then if I can't, and then like, dang, I said I was gonna be off today, so I can't do that. So that's kind of why I just don't do schedules anymore. Like I wanted to do like videos every Friday for YouTube, but I just, because again, editing's a lot of work, so I just can't be bothered to do that every week. Because yeah, it does give me stuff to do, but then it kind of feels overwhelming at the same time. Because I am prone to stack a bunch of stuff up on top of what I'm doing. I overcommit to a lot of different projects. It's a habit of mine that I'm not great with, and I think I get that from my mom. Because she's also prone to doing that, but that's besides the point. But I'm just not a huge fan of scheduling stuff, because because I don't plan out my day either. That's not okay. I don't plan my days out. I'm a very spontaneous person. I'm more, I wouldn't say I'm more emotional than logical. It's more of like I'm more moody, I guess is a better way to put it. I'm more moody, I guess. I guess it's because I'm more moody. Because what I do is it's dependent on my mood. Because like I said, I started this just, you know, I started this recording just based off how I felt. I was like, you know, I want to do this. I felt like I want to do this. Is when I, you know, get this done. And just I would like to just like get it done and put it out there, like, man, get out of here. But I want to do this, and I didn't want to wait and then lose that inspiration to do it anymore. Because if I have the inspiration to do something, I'm not a patient person. Because if I have the inspiration to do something, I want to do it when I have it, so I don't lose it. Because I'm very forgetful. Because like I can't tell you how many times I was going to record a video, like another Jello like side talk thing, and I forgot what I was going to talk about. Like, it's happened so many times. Like, you guys would have had, like, 5 more of those by now, if that didn't happen. And now I would hesitate. I'm like, do I though? Do I want to do that? And it's like, nah. It's just not great. So, yeah, I'm a very moody person. And not in terms of my mood, it's just more of just how I deal with stuff. My mood kind of depends on what I do. So I don't plan on my days. It's just where I feel like doing that day is what I'm doing. Also, for those who came here expecting a cohesive conversation, that is not what this one is. I might have said that at the beginning. I can't remember. But that's not what this is right now. Like, I'll pick topics for like ones going forward, but this one's just more of an introduction and not a solid topic. That's not what this is. This is not what this is. So if you came here for that and you're like, oh, he missed his main, he off his main point, he's not going back to it. Like, yeah, because I'm not going back to it right now because I forgot. I forgot what I was talking about, and that's just how it is. My memory's really, my short term is really bad. So that's just how, and this is what it's gonna be. I just forgot. So we're just gonna keep moving on different topics. That's just what this one is. This one's just for going to different aspects. But things that are coming out for great. Things that are coming out for topics I'm going to talk about. Dragon Ball The Breakers. That beta just closed. I want to give my 2 cents on that. I had like just to give like a preview there. I did have fun playing Breakers. There are a few issues with the roles that I did have. I did have a few issues that can be very easily solved, but you know what? I don't think they will be. Just with how, not just Bandai Namco is, just how development studios are in general, and just ones that I've dealt with in the past and how they function. It's just like they tend to ignore the issues that I have, or the types of issues that I have with these types of games, and then I don't see it getting solved. And I really hope they do, but I just don't see it happening, and it's really upsetting. DVD just released not released a new patch, but a new patch is coming out soon for the PTB. The new finisher mode is where the killer can just really ends up killing the last standing survivor. So there's no more like giving hatch. Like there's no more, end game shenanigans, holding games hostage, stuff like that. They put that out. There's also the cheater situation, like the hacker situation going on, where like streamers physically feel like they can't play the game anymore, like while streaming, because they need to stop having fun just because of these hackers going on, and a lot of other stuff. I do want to talk about some other games that aren't as current, like The Last of Us Part 2. I want to give my 2 cents on that. Last of Us Part 2. Spoiler for that. I do not hate the game. I do not hate The Last of Us Part 2. So there's some for you to chew on and gives you a little insights like, oh, he doesn't hate The Last of Us Part 2, but you get to see why I don't hate the game when that video releases, and get my insight and see my reasonings. If you disagree with me, then you can, give your 2 cents in the comments for that. But not in this video. Do that when that video comes out. Hold your stuff for that. Hold your stuff for that. I think that's all. Oh yeah, the FNAF Security Breach. I also want to give my 2 cents on Security Breach, and just like this Security Breach, and just like the FNAF franchise in general. I do want to put my 2 cents out for that as well, because Security Breach was this key drop where Security Breach was fun. There's a preview, just a bit of a little nugget for you to chew on. Security Breach was fun. I did enjoy Security Breach when I first played the game. Now I don't know, because I haven't played it in like many months. But Security Breach was fun when I first played it. And I was going to do like a Let's Play thing on that, but again, couldn't be bothered with the editing because it's just a lot to edit. But yeah, that's all I want to say about it for now. Also, I may get other people to talk with me on these, like just these videos. Like I might just talk with my friends about some stuff to get their 2 cents on it, and just to get some other perspectives on things. just do talk and chill for this. While also getting some content out. You know, gotta get that clout hit. Or am I? But I might ask my friends, IsKidGhost, Drew, so you can find them on YouTube and Twitch respectively. Might ask them to come out. And my friend Faith. I don't know if she wanna come on here. We might ask people to come out here and chat and whatnot. But yeah, I want to say that's it, but if it doesn't feel it, you know? It doesn't feel like it's it. Because there's a lot of stuff I do want to talk about. I just have to wait till I get to those videos to get those topics. I should probably write stuff down. That's always been something I've not been good with, writing stuff down. You know, I'll mark stuff in the timeline, and I'll probably put this in the beginning of the video too, like in a text box somewhere. I'll mark in the timeline that where tangents go, so you can kind of like skip over them, if you want to. And that's a preface for, you know, this and for next time. Actually, I'm going to record something after this. I'm going to record like timestamps will be when tangents are, so you can skip over those, because I know some people might not want to hear tangents, but tangents will come up. Maybe. Tangents will come up, maybe. Because I don't plan for tangents to come up, but they just might, because my brain just kind of wander when I talk. Especially with this. But when I'm talking about a specific topic, it shouldn't do that. But, you know, we'll see. It shouldn't happen. And I say shouldn't because I don't know. We'll have to see when that happens. But, yeah. But for this channel, I want to post some of my music that I've been learning on, what's it called? We're learning over on Twitch. We've been trying to learn music theory over there. I put a poll out for that. People were like, meh. It's been like a lukewarm reception for that. So, depending on how people respond on that poll, depends on if I'll keep streaming that. If I will or won't keep streaming it. Because I do want to put it out there just for if other people want to learn, they can learn with me. So if people aren't a huge fan of that, I might put that on YouTube as well, on the music theory. Because I want to learn for this Friday Night Funkin' project I'm working on, which is why I mentioned Friday Night Funkin' earlier. But yeah, I still like that game. But I do want to learn music for that. But then also learn music just for other purposes, because knowing music is a good skill to have, just in general. Like, knowing how to make music is a good skill. Because music applies to so much stuff. It's great. Like, to video games, to TV shows, to, like, everything. It applies to so much. If you just want to make songs just for people, or people, like, people can commission you to make songs. Like, my friend Camdrian, he makes music for, like, a living. He does a bunch of, I'm not sure if he does covers, but he does make his own original songs. He does, like, music based off of different stuff. Like, I'm not sure if you guys heard the genre, but nerdcore. I think he's, I would call him like a nerdcore artist because of the genre of music he makes is based off, like, video games and whatnot. So I would call him a nerdcore artist. But yeah, he's one of those. He's one of those people that I would consider nerdcore artist because he's pretty talented. He's pretty great with his songs, and he hasn't been getting as much love as he probably should be. He's having a rough time, so we'll give him a quick shout out. He's doing commissions, so you guys should go over there to Camdrian on YouTube, also on Twitch, and check him out. You should do that. Yeah, but I also want to put music out on my channel, put memes out. Like, I might do my own just like covers also, like my Jellomon one. That was a fun one to do. But I'm also not super happy with the quality of it. It was fun, but the quality kind of makes me sad. I do want to fix the quality for that quite a bit. The quality was not great. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was something that could be improved upon. But memes, I want to do that. Like, I'm planning on doing a a Dead by Daylight meme that was supposed to come out before the patch. Like the patch people call Dead by Daylight 2 came out. It was supposed to come out before then, that people were referencing on Twitter. The one that basically redid a bunch of perks. That one was supposed to come out before that patch, but I kind of got sidetracked with a bunch of other projects I was doing, so that didn't come out. So it's coming out late, but it got a bit of a tweak, so it fits to the current state of the game. So that's neat. At least I was able to edit that, because someone in my Discord, actually, King Crimson, he's a mod, actually was able to give me the idea for that, and I was like, hey, can I steal this? He was like, yeah, sure. And I stole it, so I'm using that. I'm gonna use that. Also, for streams, some games that I used to stream and will no longer be streaming. Like, a lot of Switch games I'll stream, I won't be streaming. Like, Ace Attorney, I'm bringing that back. I just need to sync up times with my friends Drew and Mary, because they are both in different time zones than me. Some are more drastic than others. Like, Drew's like an hour behind me, and Mary's like, I think, like 8 to 9 hours ahead of me. So it's a lot of it. It's a big difference between us. So I need to sit up with them, and it's been kind of my fault because I haven't really been getting on top of that. So yeah, but Ace Attorney is still coming. But like games like Mario Kart, games like Civ, stuff like that. That's going, like, those gameplay. If you guys were looking for that kind of gameplay on stream, and I haven't been doing a lot of that, that's probably going to show up here. Like, not gameplay videos, but like while I talk, that gameplay will be like here. Because I haven't streamed Enter the Gungeon on my Twitch, like, formally in like a very, very, very long time. So, here's Enter the Gungeon. Like, there'll be games I'll play on here that I haven't been doing on my stream at all, or just in a while, and they'll just be here. So, if you guys are looking for those, you know, I still have those games installed over here. And I'll even have some new games that probably won't do good when I stream, and I'll probably just have those sitting here. So yeah. I doubt anyone was worried, but if you guys were, that's where they will be. They'll be here. I think that is about it. So if something comes to mind, I think that's it for stuff I want to talk about. Yeah, this. Oh, I lost this one. Yeah, but this YouTube channel. It's not going to be. It's more of like whatever Jello wants, plus Jello's like Jello's commentary channel, I guess. Like, I'll post other stuff just to keep it fresh, and other stuff I wanna post, but it mostly will be just me, commentating or gameplay and talking about topics that I want to talk about, like content creator related issues, you know, things about games. Things about, like, actually, that's probably about it. Content related issues, things related to games, probably about it. That's honestly probably it. I don't think there's anything else I can put on here. Another thing I put on here that I think about, along with the like some music stuff that I put in like just normal music form, or like Friday Night Funkin' cover form. And I feel like, 'cause I like Friday Night Funkin's style of music. And like just some random memes I feel like putting on here. Yeah, that's probably gonna be all I put on here. Cause I do like editing, and I do like the traditional style of YouTube channels with like just gameplay. I say traditional, but like I mean, it's basically traditional at this point on YouTube. Like, I want to do a YouTube channel. It's like, oh, what do you want to do? And it's like, oh yeah, you basically assume they're doing gaming, because like that's just kind of commonplace at this point. You want to do a YouTube channel, do you want to do gaming because they're inspired by like Markiplier and PewDiePie and whatnot. But yeah, this is more gonna be a Jello's talking space where you can just talk to the community and just, you know, give him his 2 cents about stuff. Because like because again, some of this stuff I can't really talk about on stream, mostly because it's going to come up, or there won't be a lot of people in stream. So I don't know if you guys know, I'm still a small streamer, a very small streamer. I only have 1K followers yet. We need to get that goal at some point. But yeah, I'm still a very small streamer. I want to get to 1K by the end of the year. But until then, we should be sitting at a nice little 730. Yeah, I think that's everything that I want to speak on. So yeah, thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. This is not really TED Talk. I might call that Jello's TED Talks. I don't know. I mean, I doubt it, because like that's what the majority of the channel is gonna be, is me talking. So I doubt I'm just gonna call it like Jello's TED Talk, because that'd be like, that would imply this is like a series and not the normal. Because, you know, I just announced this would be the normal. Wait. Anyways, that's going to be where I end this off. So I will see y'all in the next little video I do, talking about whatever. Okay, bye-bye.